Spurgeon here with RevZilla TV to talk to you about the Cortech Accelerator XC Boots available at RevZilla.com. So the Accelerator XCs from Cortech are for you touring riders out there that are getting ready to play around off-road. You want to take all that touring comfort that you're used to, but you want a slightly beefed up boot that's going to get you down a light dual sport fire road. The XCs do just that. So when it comes to sizing on this particular boot, I find that it fits right in line with Cortech. I am typically a 12.5 or a 12.5 rather in all of my Cortech boots, and this is no different. Sizes are going to range from a 7 to a 14, and the only colorway available is going to be the black boot that you see in front of me. Now, with the Accelerator XCs, Cortech is really known for their role in the touring, the sport world, and they're now moving into the dual sport world. The XCs are going to give you a nice, comfortable option, something that you're used to coming from a touring ride, but they're going to beef up the protection a little bit and give you something that you can take off-road. Around the $150 price point, these make a really nice entry-level boot for riders out there looking to get into dual sport riding. Now, if you want something more aggressive than this, you're going to have to step out of the Cortech lineup because the Accelerator XCs are really the only dual sport boot in Cortech's family. Now, starting with the construction, let's break these down. You're looking at a full cowhide construction throughout the overall boot. You're then going to have synthetic inlays in the front bellows as well as in the bellows and the Achilles. And really the thing to note here is going to be coming into the sole. What you're looking at is a rubberized molded sole that for you riders out there that are coming off the street, you want comfort. It's going to be about a 5 out of 10 on our rigidity scale. You're going to be able to wear these all day long, walk around, still be comfortable. When we look at the base of the sole on these, you're going to have a nice anti-slip rubberized grip to it, and you're also going to have a full steel shank working its way through the midsole in this to give you that protection, so when you're standing on your pegs, you're getting off-road, it's going to give you the support you need to be able to ride all day long and maintain comfort. Now, as that works its way up through the toe box, you're going to have a reinforced toe at the front of this. And one of the things that Cortech really did that I liked is they worked asymmetry into this. On the left boot, you'll notice there is a shift pad. This is going to protect you from wearing out that one particular part on your boot when you're doing a bunch of different upshifts, but they didn't include that on the right boot because you don't need it. Again, simple touch, but I like the asymmetrical tone here. The other thing you're going to notice is they've doubled up the layer on the outside of the boot for the leather. Double layer of stitching, double layer of leather for extra protection. It's going to be a nice beefy front of the boot to keep you safe. Now, as you work your way around to the side on this, what you're going to see is that synthetic leather is going to play up into the front of the boot, but the synthetic leather is also going to work as a heat shield on the inside. This is going to give you extra protection, and it's also going to help to not get you burned if you're out there, the bike falls over onto you in an off-road situation, it's not going to wear through the boot. Now, as we pull around to the back on this, what you're going to note, the heel on this, nice heel counter, works its way up from the sole, reinforced heel to this, a little bit of reflectivity coming in along the top, and as you work your way up the back, around the calf, you're going to have a nice layer of elasticity on the back of this, and this is really going to work for the comfort. You're going to notice that the stretch bellows in the back of the Achilles, done in that synthetic leather, really throwing in all those comfort amenities from a touring boot into an off-road boot to make you accustomed to getting off-road a little bit easier, especially if you're coming from a touring background. Now, on the ankles on this, you're going to have a lateral as well as a medial ankle cup for protection. Again, if you get into a crash, you're reinforced there. Now, the one nitpick that I did have comes in with the buckling system. So let's take a minute and focus on the buckles on this. First and foremost, Cortech gets a nice thumbs up for the fact that the buckles are full metal and they're replaceable. As I pull it up, you can see there's 2 screws that hide underneath there. If you do smash one of the buckles off, you can easily unbolt that and bolt a new buckle in its place. Where my nitpick comes into play is the entry level for the buckles catch, and it's hard to actually weave these through. Now, when you're off the actual bike and when you're trying to put it on, it's not super difficult, but picture these getting packed up with mud. It's going to become more and more of a hassle for you. So again, minor nitpick there. As you're working your way through here, one of the things you do have is you do have adjustable straps so you can fine tune exactly how tight this fits on your foot. Now, working this all the way up, let's open the rest of these, and you can see they kind of, that's what I'm talking about. They catch there, so they're a little bit hard to get on and off. And as we pull up the last one here, you're going to see nice HiPora waterproof liner on the inside of this. So you're getting a full waterproof gaiter, works its way all the way up to the top of the boot to make sure you stay nice and dry. And as you look at the inside, you're going to see a nice sweat wicking mesh comfort liner to this. And like we talked about earlier with that protection built into the ankles, they do a nice job of padding the inside. So you have a boot, again, really comfort is the name of the game as well as protection. Like I said in the beginning, this is for you riders out there. You're used to the touring world, you want to get into the off-road world, and you want a boot that's going to carry over some of those comforts that you're used to from the touring world to get you off-road. This is definitely one that you want to consider. I think Cortech did a nice job of giving you an entry-level boot that's going to get you down a dirt road. There's a lot of riders out there that are rocking Cortech. If you want to hear more about what they have to say, click the info button. Read what other Cortech gear riders are rocking on their rides. If you have more questions for us, never hesitate, get in the phone, give us a call, 877-792-9455, or simply type us out an email, cs@RevZilla.com. Thank you for joining us for this look at the Cortech Accelerator XC Boots. I'm Spurge. Enjoy the ride.